Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
What's up, everybody? HTG Doug here, continuing our LEGO Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars story walkthroughs. This time we're doing Asajj Ventress' Chapter 5, which is Innocence of Ryloth. It's kind of a continuation from Chapter 4, and it'll continue through the rest of this little mini storyline. So, here we go. This is the second time I played this level. The first time I made a little mistake and grabbed a mini kit almost like 2 seconds before the end of this level. So for you guys, I replayed it, and well, which is good for you because now there's no mistakes. I basically know exactly what to do, and I just can go right through the level. After coming off the last level where I was a little confused as to what to do sometimes, this one's very straightforward. Yeah, no mistakes in this one, I have to say. But this is probably actually my favorite mission that I've done up to this point. I'll point out more of that or why that is when we get to it. But this one was actually a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. So hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as I do. And hopefully the rest of the levels are just as fun as this one is. Alright, so I don't remember that guy's name. I feel like I should, and I really don't. But, yeah, it's okay. We don't really need to know his name. Alright, I don't know what that guy is called either. What the little creature's called. Oh, I know that's... Is that Anakin Skywalker or is that Obi-Wan? I don't know which one's which. I always forget. But anyway, after this short little cutscene, we get to... we're introduced with our first command feature. So we can command like groups of guys and tell them to do whatever we want them to do. But first thing I'm going to do, of course, is to stud whore everything in this area because that's just who we are. If you don't like it, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. We got to make sure we get all those little studs that are running around. Otherwise, why would they be there? But you're going to need to build this thing in the center here anyway, so you might as well go ahead and do that whenever you feel like it. And then we'll continue to get the rest of the studs. I prefer to use the anybody with the lightsaber when I stud whore, just because I feel like they do the aim is a little better than like if you use one of the clone troopers, and it's just kind of off. But those pink flower things, there's 5 of those you have to break throughout the level. I basically show you where they all are. I think I get like 3 or 4 of them in this level anyway. So if you want a mini kit while you're playing through this, then I suggest you destroy those little pink flowers. Alright, we only got 2 more little flowers left, and then we can start doing what this mission intended us to do. Alright, so grab any one of the clone troopers and use the command feature, which is circle on PlayStation or something else on Xbox, and use them to aim at the one of the gold things there, and then you can use the clone trooper guy who has the rocket to destroy the rest of the silver. And then if you want, or not if you want, you kind of have to use the guy with the radio again and control him, or control the guys and use them to destroy the gold bricks in the center and the gold bricks on the wall to the right. And if they don't stop shooting our other guys, then they actually might shoot what you intend them to. But that's a different story. But while you're waiting for that to happen, you can shoot those little rocks that are blocking the paths on the left and the right. And then once that is done, you can use the force on the little ball that the clone troopers throw, and you can use it to disable the turret on the left. Just follow the path up and guide it along, and you should have no problem. There we go. So yeah, grab those clone troopers again using the radio, and then have them destroy that last gold piece that is there. The aim can be a little funny, so you might have to take a couple tries to get it to do what you want it to. But once you do, you can destroy the little block that's blocking a rock that's blocking the path, and then use the force to guide the ball up to the top. If it's out there too long, it'll disappear like it did right there. But another one will be thrown out, and then you can just guide it up there. Alright, so now what you have to do is you have to build that centerpiece, the 2 centerpieces actually, and then you'll have a gun that you can use that'll destroy the wall for you. Now there is a trophy for commanding 50 troops using the radio. There's a good spot to get that in the next level. I don't actually get it because it's very easy to get throughout while playing the game, but there's a very good spot to do in the next level, and I will show you that when we get to that. But you'll see me just toss a bunch of rockets down here in the path. That way I can destroy a bunch of stuff that's back there as well. And I try to get a couple of guys, the droids that are coming at me too, just to avoid, I like to avoid confrontation if it's all possible. I'm just saying. Whatever. It's cool. All right, so you'll see me jump over the wall here like immediately after I get some studs here, because I know there's a blue stud back there because I got it the first time. So like I said, I played this level before. I know what's going on. But lots of studs to collect in this level. I did not get True Believer. Not True Believer. I'm sorry, that is Lego Marvel. We are not playing Lego Marvel. I did not get True Jedi because I purposely avoided getting some stuff because like I didn't want to grab the mini kits and I didn't want to, stuff like that. So if I was actually going for mini kits, I would have easily gotten it. But I said I'm not trying to. There is a blue stud in the doorway there to the left as well that I suggest you grab. And yeah, just gonna keep stud horning up for a little bit. But I do have stud magnet on the power brick for that, just so you guys know. Figured I like to say it just in case everyone's like, well, what, how'd you get that? Well, if you watched the second video, which was the hidden enemy walkthrough, I showed you guys the codes for ×2, ×4, ×6, ×8, and ×10, and the stud magnet that you can punch in whatever you feel like. They will not disable trophies or achievements. So if you're looking for those, you can go back and check them out on the second video we did, which was the hidden enemy walkthrough, and that will show you how to get those in. If you're looking for them again, I will show you them again in a later video. I'll put them all on the screen, that way you guys can have all of them. And I'll probably show you where all the red bricks are in general, just so you guys can get them as well. Alright, so this is why I like this level right here, is because for some reason the giant mechs are just a ton of fun. You get to destroy everything. Even if you die, you just hop right back on. Ton of fun to do. You'll see me just step on everything, and you can just walk back and forth, pick up all the studs. This is the reason why I really love this game, is because none of the other Lego games that I've played so far have had this kind of scale and destruction in terms of like these humongous mechs. So even Lego Marvel, as big as the world was, did not have this kind of this size to it. So this is the reason why I like this level. Hopefully we'll get to see more of these humongous mechs and just be able to destroy stuff like in this level. So this guy kind of annoyed me. He kind of destroyed me. He's kind of hard to. The aim on these big things, as great as they are, is kind of off sometimes. So I have to I just kind of try to step on him, but I couldn't really get a good angle. So I just tried to just destroyed him down at the bottom. But there's also those little flowers that are on the bottom too that I just destroyed. There's 5 of those that also give you a mini kit, and you'll see the pink flower down at the bottom right there. That is one of the ones that I purposely missed just so I wouldn't get the mini kit. And the first time I did this, I actually destroyed all 5, but I didn't grab the mini kit. I'll show you the one that I actually did grab that made me restart the level, but it's a little further up, so we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, once I'm done stepping on everything, and you're gonna have to those little door that I just broke, the little flying droid thing comes out of, you're gonna have to destroy those. That way you can use them to build certain pieces, which is why I did it in the mech, because that way I wouldn't die or have to throw the lightsaber at him 4 times to get him to actually die. So there you go. That little droid that I destroyed, that's what I built right there using. And the first one that I destroyed, that I actually killed the mech the first time, that's the pieces for that. So once you do that, use one of the clone troopers to pull the handle down, and it will trigger a cutscene where these, I don't know what they're called, like these little weird rabid dog things come out of. And everyone will start running away, and he's just standing there like, what the hell's going on? And this is the funniest part of the game that I've seen so far. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's just hilarious. Like, this gigantic mech is like scared and like wondering what the hell is going on. These things are running back and forth. And it gets so nervous and just falls over. So absolutely hilarious. Like, if you had a doubt that the Lego games were funny, like, that's the reason right there why they're just hilarious. Because I don't know. It's funny as hell to me. Alright, so he comes over and smacks the dude in the head, and what you're gonna have to do is you have to hit those little creatures a couple times and jump on their backs, and then use them and step on the little switches. And there's 5 of them scattered around, which is why I destroyed the gates for them with the big mech, because otherwise I have to switch to the right character and use the rocket to do it, and it's kind of a pain. But so yeah, I like to use everything with the mech just because it's a bunch of fun anyway, because you get to use a gigantic mech. Like, who doesn't want to do that? Alright, so once you put all 5 on the switches, the gate will open and we'll get to move on to the next area. Where is there it is, the last one. Good little doggy. Alright, so there we go. There's the 5th one, and the gate will open like I said, and we can run through there and move on. Personally, I like to do with the rocket, so I like to use him, but I mean, it's up to you guys. All right, so if you pull that switch right at the beginning, it will close this gate. So make sure you don't do that. I believe if you use the force on those 3 pieces, you will get a mini kit, but obviously I don't want the mini kits, so I did not use it. But just for the record, you know, if you're trying to get them, you might as well don't close that switch. I think it prevents you from getting that mini kit. I'm not 100% sure on that, but if I were you, I wouldn't take the chance. Alright, so inside this room, there's 2 little handles that you can pull the wall down with, and you can move on and go through there to get what we need. You can destroy those rocks there to open up the gate, which you're going to have to do there in a second. And then you can switch over to, is it Anakin or Obi-Wan? I don't remember which was which. Obi-Wan. Okay, that's Obi-Wan. You can use Obi-Wan to cut the wall of the laser. That switch does nothing since the gate is broken, but it does give you some studs, so I suggest you pull it just so you can get those studs out of that. Alright. And then you're going to have to hit these little tile things off of the wall. And the force is kind of weird. Like, the controls are never really that great when you're trying to do this. So it might take you a couple seconds to get it to where you want it to. But you're going to have to take those little floor pieces and put them in the corresponding spots. And that way you can use this thing right here after you open up the lightsaber. And you can pull that forward and you can drag it along the path so we can continue on with the level. Alright, there we go. Yeah, the controls are kind of weird with this with the force there sometimes. Like, it doesn't want to work right, or it just doesn't want to do something that I want it to. But yeah, just keep messing with it and you should have no problem getting it. You will have to keep moving your guy just because the range is only so far. But if you want to save yourself some trouble, you can just push the box. But you know, I'm playing Star Wars. I want to use the Force. I don't want to just push the thing. You know, it's no fun in that. So there we go. Once we get up there, we'll have to use one of the clone troopers and plant that little the thing, and it'll open the door and let us continue on with the level. All right, so here we have 3 little I call them turrets. They're gigantic turrets, so we're gonna have to destroy. Yeah, you can shoot at them. You can do a bunch of different things. I don't remember. I think, did I just keep shooting at it, or I don't remember what I did to actually destroy it. I guess we'll watch and find out. Sorry, I don't record these and then do the audio right afterwards every time. So sometimes I wait a day or 2 and I go work on other stuff. But I prefer to use the rocket launcher guy, as I said before. I think he does the most damage, and I could just plow rocket after rocket into him. But once you do, you can use that the gigantic turret. And what you have to do is destroy the 3 silver turrets that are around the level. But I'm trying to destroy other stuff because I'm just excited to be using these gigantic stuff, the robots and things. But yeah, I didn't actually do it the first time. But what you have to do is destroy that silver turret up there to the left. And you'll see me do it here in a second. I decided to destroy these 2 first. Actually, no, I didn't. I just... I didn't even mention it. I completely forgot. When you pull out that big gigantic box out of the wall, after you cut the wall open with the lightsaber, there's actually a mini kit inside that hole there. And I didn't realize. I thought there would be studs back there or something, and it wasn't. There was a mini kit, and I grabbed it by accident. So if you want that mini kit in story mode, you can go ahead and do that. I had to restart the level, and literally this is like the end of the level here. So I was not very happy, but on the bright side, it let me it let me get a feel for the level so I can go through and do it all perfectly for you guys. Or almost, anyway, you know. But anyway, it won't let me destroy that wall, which I'm very upset about. I'm like, it's let me log onto it, but not destroying it. But whatever. We'll get to that later. So, I was a little confused as to what I was supposed to do, because I'm like, okay, the shield is obviously up. Like, what do I have to destroy that gets me to knock down the shield? Turns out, not that complicated. You just have to walk right through the shield. And I'll figure that out here in a second after I destroy the super droid. Yeah, I'm looking around. I'm like, okay, what do I have to destroy to get this thing to go away? Turns out, nothing. Nothing at all. It's really as simple as just walking through the shield, which doesn't make sense to me. I guess it's a projectile shield, but in my mind, shield means nothing gets through and not just one. Me nitpicking, I know, but. So just one of those things in my mind. Shield means cannot get through, and yet you can walk right through it. In Star Wars world, apparently shield just means projectiles. That's fine. Now I know. We don't have to worry about that anymore. But you're going to have to use the guy with the rockets, and you're going to have to destroy... actually, no, you're not. Wait, are you? No. Are you? Said I'm sorry. The level is perfect, but my audio is not, because I don't remember what actually happens. There we go. We got the health bar that pops up there. I'm trying to find a good spot, but it turns out you don't have to. You just have to pull the switch in the bag, which will lower the shield. And there are some studs back there you should grab. Strongly suggest doing that. As you'll see, I'm very close to True Jedi, and if I would have been getting everything on throughout the level, then I would have easily got it. But once you disable the shield, you can go over and use the gigantic turret as I'm sliding through this level, and then you can use the turret to destroy the silver one. And after 2 or 3 shots, it'll go down, and then you can use Obi-Wan with the little indicator on the ground to destroy the rest of it. You've seen Yoda do it in previous levels, so you should figure out what to do by now. Alright, there we go. So, once we hit the little square button there, or whatever it is on Xbox, I'm not even going to try to guess. It'll trigger the last cutscene, and I believe that is it for the level. So, it's a very fun level, a lot of gigantic stuff that you can use to blow things up. The gigantic mech and the turret and stuff. And I think it's a lot of fun. And the humor in this level was also very well, so, you know, one of those levels I just really liked. Hopefully they continue. And this is part that I've liked too. He just runs over and kisses him. And he's just like, what's good? He's like, what the hell? But anyway, said this was a direct continuation from the last chapter that we did, and the next chapter will continue the story. So there we go. Level is complete. Free play is unlocked. We do get 1 gold brick, and we unlock Waxer and Boyle, and we get the trophy / achievement for time to take the capital, which is just for beating the level. Like I said, I did not get True Jedi, but I did come pretty close. So very easily done with the score multipliers. We got a nice little stud total going on now, like 520,000. Obviously, that's nothing to when we actually get the stud multipliers, which will give us billions and billions. But, you know, we're making progress. So we're up to 8 gold bricks, and we didn't get any mini kits, even though the first time I played it, I did. But whatever. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. The next chapter, if it's not already up, will be up very shortly. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this level. And yeah, come back and check out the rest of our videos. We have a few other videos up as well. There's a playlist link down in the description. If you guys haven't seen the rest of them, go and check those out. And yeah, as always, make sure you check us out on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and like and subscribe to us on YouTube. And also check out our Google Plus page. A lot of stuff going on there as well. And we'll continue to go on. We also have a new website up, HappyThumbsGaming.com. We changed some things, added some forums. We're going to be adding a thread for Lego Star Wars. So if you guys want to talk about that over there, you guys can interact with other people and discuss what's going on, or where you'd like to see the series go next, or where you would like to see Lego in general to go next. So come and check that out. It's at HappyThumbsGaming.com right there on top of your screen. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So come back and check us out, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.